Well, welcome to Mindset Monday. I'm Dr. Jody Bear, and it is my privilege and pleasure to introduce to you just an amazing show today. It is going to be an amazing show because we have an amazing man. So buckle up and get ready. It's going to be one that you will absolutely never forget. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Jody Bear, known as America's top foundational health coach, holistic nutritionist, and I've been doing this for 40 years. Truly, I base it on the foundations of health, foundations of hope, and foundations of living in all 6 areas of human existence: spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, social, and financial. With a client base of over 30,000 clients, I'm humbled and honored to say that I have over 1 million pounds of toxic fat lost. And in the COVID era, over 3,000 of my clients have reclaimed, regained, and renewed and restarted their health. But you know what the good news is? The next pounds, the next health reclaimed can be yours, because the body, boy, you're going to see and hear and feel it today. The body put in the right condition can, and it will heal itself. My personal quote is: you cannot exercise your way out of a bad diet, and you cannot exercise your way to health. You're going to see the right way done today. Les Brown, who I just presented because he is known as the godfather of the Jacobs family. And I just wanted to play this Les Brown quote and just quick intro that was done with my first book, Ignite the Foundations of Health, which is the latest one. But this is Ignite the Hunger in You. Can't believe that it's been 2 years ago since we did and partnered with Les Brown with this. But this young man has known Les Brown his whole life. This is a quote that I love from Les, and he says, it's possible. It is possible for you to open up the keys to a whole new future. Know that you have the unlimited power within you and yourself. That limited power is just for you to believe. Believe it. It's possible. I'm possible. But you are possible too. So just take my hand as we do each and every Mindset Monday. Let's take my hand and let's begin, because health is not something you do. It's what and who you become along life's journey. So as you know, with the people that we bring here on Mindset Monday, we focus on the mental pillar of existence. But Ivan Jacobs shows physical, mental, and spiritual, all 3. He's really a trifecta. You've seen Kim Jacobs on our show. You know that she's a great friend and colleague. And I have the privilege of being on the Kim Jacobs show on Freestyle Fridays as her health expert. Ivan Jacobs is just an absolute epitome of that the apple does not fall far from the tree. See, he's the oldest son, and as he is 22 years old, so I'm going to preface it, he is a young man, but he does epitomize to me that children are 40% of our population, but 100% of our future. With young adults in this world like Ivan Jacobs, the future of humanity, the future is so bright. We will all have to wear shades. The physical pillar is the one that Ivan selected for himself, and you'll see why on Mindset Monday. So right after this commercial break, I have the great privilege and pleasure of bringing up Ivan Jacobs. We're going to do another quick video about a power of a woman, since it is Women's Empowerment Month, with what we did with Ignite the Hunger in You. We did Ignite Wisdom. Ignite Faith is coming out in May, and my solo book, you'll see it across the screen. It's now ready for pre-order, and you can go to drjod.com and you can be on the waiting list for all the events, all the podcasts, and all the notifications that come with this, and also to be a part of the 21 days to your best you, keys to a life of excellence. And all begins with this: the power of a woman, ignite your life, the power of humanity, but also ignite the possibility in you, because this is what Ivan Jacobs certainly has done in his young life. Let's take a watch, take a listen from our sponsor, Ignite.
Ignite possibilities. It's the idea that anything is possible. In fact, anything and everything is absolutely possible. We just need to start believing in that. There's a lot of conversations going on the planet, and one of them needs to be about possibilities. We need to inspire and ignite possibilities in all of our minds once again to believe that things are possible. We can change the planet when we step into the idea that what is possible is absolutely possible, and we can go after that. We can do that. We can dream more. We can aspire for more. We can have more. We can include more. We can create more. We just have to believe it. Start doing it. Working in that direction, having that conversation, understanding that what's possible is truly impossible in each of us. Igniting possibilities, that's the idea. That's what we need to start talking about. Ignite possibilities in me, in you, in everyone, in humanity. When we raise ourselves up, we raise each other up. And when we start going after what's possible in our own lives, we give permission for everyone, every single person on the planet to go after what's possible for them. Ignite possibilities. Ignite a possibility in you. Ignite possibilities in someone else. And we can change the world.
Ignite the possibilities. And Ivan Jacobs has already begun to change the world. And he began with himself. Living with cystic fibrosis, like I said, a 22-year-old man that was injured, figured out a way with cystic fibrosis, which is just jaw-dropping and a whole story unto itself, that he went ahead and got injured on the football field, gained a few pounds. You'll see that, 100 pounds to be exact. And because of the contraindications of CF, I know this, being a health coach and nutritionist, that it absolutely makes it difficult to lose weight, but he did. He lost the 100 pounds, but check this out. He just didn't stop there. He became a certified personal trainer, and he has his own company, Major PT. Major is his middle name, and Major is what he has already done in his life. So I bet you thought with this story, he's probably 40, but remember, he's only 22 and he's only just began. So it is with great delight and great pleasure that I present to you Traverse TV and the world, literally, Ivan Jacobs. Welcome, Ivan.
Well, thank you so much for having me. When you said all that, it sounds like a lot, but I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me, really.
Well, because you are a lot. You are a lot. And I want to get into the lot that is Ivan Jacobs. Tell us a bit about you. I've got to say, I love, because you didn't say, I have a condition or I suffer with. You said, I'm living with cystic fibrosis. That says it all on a Mindset Monday. Living with cystic fibrosis, and also share that you share this condition, living with cystic fibrosis, with your siblings. Please share your story.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I try my best to thrive with the disease, of course. I understand it is a disease, but at the end of the day, it's what I make it, with anything in life, it's what you make it. So I speak power through my, everyday act, and I make sure I act accordingly. I am the oldest right now with cystic fibrosis in my family. So I have two siblings who are younger than I am, who share the disease. But not only my siblings, but I also have the whole CF community to basically be a role model for. So I feel like I have that on my shoulders as well, and I need to be a leader who acts accordingly. And I want to act and make sure that people see what is possible, what can be achieved.
And achieve you did. And I'm going to put that up on the screen in just a minute here. What is that website? Do you know it, Ivan, with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation? Since you said that, I would love to put that up.
The website for the CF Foundation?
Yes.
That should just be CF Foundation. 1 second. Oh, I apologize. You said you're talking Boomer Esiason Foundation?
Yeah, the CF Foundation. What is that website? I would love to put that up on the screen as well.
Okay. It should just be cffoundation.com then.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. As I go along, I'll find it because we want to know. You put this on your shoulders, and you are a role model without a doubt. You live up to that middle name, and you can find Ivan at Ivan Jacobs Fit, and his website is just it is thebomb.com. But actually, the name is Major PT, which is your company. But after this football injury, first of all, how in the world did you get the courage to go on the football field with CF in the first place?
Okay, so football was it's a totally different beast, you know. With cystic fibrosis, it was definitely difficult because I didn't know I had it until actually I was 17. So I was diagnosed at 17 with the disease, but I was playing football before that as well. But then I was having these issues that kind of came up out of nowhere, where I would suddenly start cramping up, or I'd be so depleted to the point where I would have to be ushered to the hospital. And
Wow.
basically, one time specifically, I couldn't, I wasn't taking out of my gear or anything like that. The players put me into the back of my mom's car. She drove me to the hospital. I couldn't move a finger. Every time I tried to move a muscle, I would start cramping up immediately, and they had to pour 4 to 5 IV fluid bags into my body, and the doctor told me I almost passed away that day. So I did,
5 IB fluids. That's
yeah.
about your whole body fluid. Wow.
So it was very scary. I remember vividly like trying to move my neck and be cramping all. It was like my body was so depleted. But at that time I didn't know I had CF, you know. So the realization of being tested for it, because my little sister was actually the first one diagnosed when she was, 3 years old. So we knew that there might be a likelihood that I may have it. So I tested for it. But it explained a lot. And now, of course, I make the right precautions, and I take the right measures to make sure I can live my fullest life.
Which you are. And I mean, because our Heavenly Father had bigger plans for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, big, big plans. And so, I mean, so you gain this weight, and I'm going to flip this up on the screen. And I'm so glad that we did this. Get a look of this.
Yeah.
Ivan before, Ivan after. So with cystic fibrosis, which is extremely when you have an autoimmune disease, I know this
Mhm.
that it is extremely difficult to lose weight. 100 pounds. All I can say, we could stop the show right now. I mean, way to go. But how did you do it? Come
Okay.
on.
So I would say it's not just one thing. That's what people don't understand. There's pillars to it, you know. I like to say that it's not just physical fitness, it's not just the nutrition, it's not just your habits, it's all three of those. It's all three of those. So you need to have the right mixture. You need to make sure that you're you're nailing down your nutrition, you're nailing down your physical fitness, you're starting from a good baseline, you're progressing, building up, you're instilling new habits while you're tearing down those old negative ones. It's a mixture of all three of those things that for me made me jump from where I was to where I am now. And of course, which what helped me the most was just pushing myself, committing 100% to the process. What I'm trying to be for someone else is what I needed at the time. So uh, I needed someone who could explain to me what to do, and that would have fast tracked my progress. And that's what I'm trying to be for other people. That's why I created Major PT. That's why I created Major Personal Training, so I could help other people make this type of transformation. And I feel like that's what I was put on this planet to do, to help people make that change.
Oh, and be the change. The comments are blowing up. I want you to come back to that thing because you were on a roll. I didn't want to stop you.
Yes, ma'am.
You really,
All right,
really
sorry
were.
about
So those three things were again. Please say those three tenets again. Would you
that.
please?
Yes, ma'am. So basically, physical fitness or exercise, habits, and nutrition.
And I think and you said tearing down, and really, as I said earlier, you can't exercise your way out of a bad diet. You can't exercise your way to health.
So
Giving the exercise, the key tenet is those habits. And you said something else about um, the the I don't know. It was so rich. I just should have stopped you right then and
I
in,
apologize.
no, in your tracks. I mean, you were so wise. But let's just exercise habits, nutrition. We could do exercise, habits, nutrition. But
That's
what are those 3 habits? You're tearing down old, and then you said what?
good. Building up new. So
Yes.
habits like for me, I like to track track what I eat. I think that's a habit that for a lot of people it's a barrier. They don't they don't know how to do it. And they struggle tracking their meals. It's just or a habit like for say I'd say, well, if you're walking, right, a way to get more steps or something like that. Make sure that you're as you read your book at night or something like that, or as you read your book, just walk around and read instead, or listen to a podcast and go for a daily walk. Have that habit. The second you wake up, you go outside and walk. Having those type of habits um, can really make or break your transformation. But people just don't understand or don't see those habits as lifelong changes. And those things can be what makes this transformation right here.
Beautiful, beautiful, because I can truthfully say that is a transformation. And when you see your vibrant, handsome face here, you say, it's really transformation is from the inside out. And I'll say, let's begin talking about your program, and we're going to talk about Major PT because you have a very unique quality. Whereas, I'm just going to save that until our commercial break, okay? Because I just love it. I love what you stand for, and I love what you're doing. And you're going to love our sponsor, Confidence Tones, because that truly is transformation from the inside out. Let's take a watch, take a listen.
Welcome to Confidence Tones, where we use a proprietary audio development formula called audio immersion to provide an experience that's designed to help quickly and effortlessly generate positive change in the subconscious mind when used correctly. This experience is achieved using 4 primary building blocks: brainwave modulation, invocation of positive emotions, immersive imagination stimuli, and developmental suggestion. We know of no other source in the world that provides the synergistic combination. With a good pair of headphones, you'll be able to immerse yourself into audio that's designed specifically to help you feel better, do better, and live better.
Well, Ivan, the comments are blowing up, and guess what? It's more than just your mom. People are loving what you're saying, and I want to just say about our partner, Confidence Tones. You can go into the 6-pillar master pack. You can go, and it's Dr. Jody approved Confidence Tones. Get your set, because there is one in there which is trim. And Ivan, what it does is that it just brain modulation changes that habit of that brain entrainment, because in your mind and in that transformation is where it's at. And so as we know, just like and any other broadcast, it costs money to bring this. And so I want to thank my partners this month. I want to thank you to going ahead and being part of this show. And you can go to Healthopedia Network on traversetv.com. You can also go to my Cash App, $Bear Money, Jody Bear, or paypal.me/health coach Jody. And Ivan, you don't know this, and your mommy doesn't even know this, that a portion of these proceeds this week and next week's are going to go on your behalf to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yeah, wow. Yes, because we're all in this together, and none of us are getting out of here alone. So let's go into, now you lost this, and if you missed it, it's going to go back up here. Okay. He lost this 100 pounds. Oh my goodness. And then you decided to take it forward and expand. How did you decide to go into personal training? Let's pick up where we left off with majorpt.com, please.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So basically, the way I started was basically with my family. I started with my little brother. He asked to bulk up. He's trying to bulk up, and I was like, okay, he's trying to get big. So I know how to get him to where he wants to go. So I started bulking him up. And then my brother, and I started within, because if you can't help your family, you can't help anyone else.
And how old is he when you started?
when we started, well, he was 15, but he's 17 now. So
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So he bulked up. He has put some muscle on. I'm trying to help him track all the stuff, and he's been doing a good job. But I mean, so I kind of started with my family, and I branched out to friends, giving them information. I went to social media, and now I post stuff for other people to of course, enjoy for free. But also, um, I realized that I could scale this much bigger and be more of a help to people in person. That's why with Major Personal Training, I offer actual mobile training. So I actually drive out to the person, or we meet up at a gym to go work out, as well as a virtual option. So I work with people like that online, and I make sure that they get what they need so that they can have sustainable results. And my slogan is train you once and train you forever, you know? So, yes,
I
ma'am.
love that. And let me tell you something. Uh, I think you're getting some clients out of this. I said between the old ladies' nutrition and the young man's nutrition, we got a nutrition program, don't we?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm interested because it's in the daily habits. I have a
Yes, ma'am.
saying, Ivan, that your macro living begins with your micro life.
Exactly.
Tracking, documentation beats conversation every time. But I want to come back to your key because this is your key to success. And it's the key to what I see is your uniqueness. And if I may share, because you said and kind of just like it's commonplace, like pass the ketchup, pass the salt and pepper. But she said, I trained them once and then they can train forever. Whereas most people want to keep fitness trainers that can coming back, it's residual income. What is your difference there? Talk to me, would you please?
Yes, ma'am, of course. So with my program, I try to make sure that as I teach you, you understand what needs to be done. Of course, I teach you the long way. So of course that instead of these commercial gyms where you go and work out and they have you in a cycle. Like I like to think of it as a hamster wheel where you're just training, but then you go and your diet isn't where it needs to be. You don't have the right habits. You party on the weekend every it's just those habits can be your downfall, and it can lead you in a cycle where you're always just coming back to that trainer and expecting them to get you your results for the price you're paying, but it's just not happening because it's outside variables. So what I'm offering with Major PT is to be more well-rounded, make sure that you're informed on what causes what, first of all, and then to make sure you actually understand and know what to do for yourself down the road, so that honestly, once you get to your goal, you can just you can coast. That's the goal. It's just for you to be able to do it on your own.
That's beautiful because guess what? That one person will tell 20 and you'll take
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
off. And, it only took 12 men to change the world. So, hey, there you go.
It's
It's a
not.
great business model last time I checked. So
It's
if,
not.
if you think about this, teaching, what you're doing is teaching and empowering. Way to go. I think I know the answer to this question, but what does the future hold for you?
I felt like for me, it's really just to spread the message. Of course, I think the sky is the limit, but I'm just really trying to inspire as many people as possible, teach as many people as possible, you know, and really be that vessel. I feel like God is using me to help these people, you know, and if I can
Mhm.
help these people make that change in their lives, then they can make it in, like you said, make it in others, and that's when a plant. I like to think of it like kind of like a seed. You plant a seed, and then it's a whole, it becomes a whole tree. So I feel like that's what my goal is, and I feel like I feel like the sky's the limit, really.
You know what I wrote down there? You can't make this up, Ivan.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
put he is an acorn planted, but he already knows he's a forest. I put this in my notes.
Yeah,
So there you go. Are we aligned? I tell you what, there's going to be so much more. Will you come back? I will love to have you back again. I
yeah,
just am enjoying this more than you can even imagine, because it's true that you are, your future is so bright, as I said earlier, that we're all going to need to have shades of, oh, there's Ivan. So what is your free offer? Make sure that you go to pt.com. I'm going to put it in a, rather than the ticker, I'm going to put it in the banner. What is the free offer that you have for anyone who listens? I know you have one.
I definitely do, actually. I do. So if you reach out to me, I can definitely get you a free ebook that I made about weight loss. So it's pretty extensive. It goes in depth about how to lose weight, how to keep it off as well. So if you're not interested in working with me hands-on, but you want something just to have for yourself, I have a free ebook. So just reach out to me asking for that, and I'll make sure you're sorted, and I'll get that to you.
Yes. And so you can reach Ivan at majorpt.com. You can find him on all social medias. You'll see that handsome face at Ivan Jacobs
Thank you so
Fit.
much.
And you're fit, body, mind, and spirit. I'll tell you, I want to tell you one more time, thank you for sharing your heart, Ivan. Thank you for sharing your soul and your passion. It just exudes through the screen. I feel like in this lap type lifestyle that I already know you and I'm a part of your family. But
You
for
are.
today and always, Ivan, you have lived your why. And you've lived it to its fullest. Continue to do that, will you?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
be the role model. You have been that role model for your siblings. They share your disease, but you show the way to thrive. You said it all. I think when you said, I need to prove that anything is possible with enough hard work,
Yes,
you've done it. You've epitomized what Les Brown's quote, that it's possible because you are possible, we're possible to do.
yes,
And
ma'am.
the last thing that I wanted to share to end this program with, there is a man in the Bible named Jacob. Well, it's pretty close to Jacob's. And guess what? He proved to be a blessing to the entire earth. And that's what you will be with your vision, your passion, and your belief
Thank you
with
so much.
fitness.
Mhm.
And you've done it this far. So just keep doing it again. And let's come back together and do this again, Ivan. Okay?
Sure. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Much love, much love. And so join me next week, this week and next week. Next week, we'll have Dr. Sheila Smith on for Mindset Monday. But this week, we have a double header this Thursday. On Thursday, we have our once a month doctor talk. Come play in our health sandbox. It's one for Women's Empowerment and Health Month. It's going to be on menopause and andropause. One that you're going to have 3 men and 2 women from a medical standpoint talking about it. And then Thursday evening at 6 p.m., Sahar Nadal, an intuitive coach from Palestine, a refugee coming and making the most of herself, being a mega entrepreneur. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember to feel the real, feel it mind, body, and spirit, to be their best. Because when you are your best, people will feel you. Didn't you feel Ivan Jacobs? You felt him, didn't you? Take that feeling into the world. Take it into your world this week. Mindset, be your best, and have a healthy and positive mindset kind of day. And this is Dr. J saying, do it the Dr. J way. Ciao for now.